Okay, so we finished off where we left off last week with the whole therapy session situation. And it's clear to me that Nene thinks that she's perfect and that she doesn't have any issues with anybody. But just like Kenya, Nene has been involved in so many different altercations with everybody on the cast. Like it goes all the way back to season one. Like she's been into it with more people than Kenya has, and she really believes that just because she's grown and getting big money, and been on Celebrity Apprentice, and been on Glee and everything like that, that means that she ain't got no problem. Well, let's just take it back. She's been into it with Kim. She's been into it with Sheree. She's been into it with Candy. She's been into it with Phaedra. She's been into it with Cynthia. She's been into it with Dwight. She's been into it with Marlo. She's been into it with, I already said Kenya. I already said Cynthia. She's been into it with Claudia. She's been into it with Demetria. She's been into it with everybody. So for her to sit up there and think that she ain't got no reason to be called out on whatever it is that she has put out there in the air is really messed up to me, because how you gonna call out a therapy session and get all the girls together so they can talk about their issues but not discuss your issues with the girls either? That's bullshit. And you think that you're being attacked because you're being called out on your shit. You're not being attacked. You're just being called out on your shit. You expected to have this therapy session and tell everybody else about themselves and then just forget about the fact that you've had issues with just about everybody that's been on the show from season to season. You have been into it with everybody. So don't sit up here and act like you ain't got no issue. Then you want to get up on Twitter and talk shit and then get on your blog and talk shit. That's all you ever do. The girls talk about you so much because you always in some bullshit. That's what you fail to understand, Nene. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. And the therapy session went well after she left. Kenya and Portia got into some common ground after she left. Claudia and Portia got into some common ground after she left. So it goes to show you that the biggest, literally, negative Nancy in the room is the reason why nobody can get along. That's Nene. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kenya has her problems, Kenya has her faults, but at the end of the day, she does try to sit down and have a civilized conversation when she wants to. But Nene doesn't know how to do that, because when she's having a conversation with somebody and they call her out on her shit, she likes to overtalk people and get loud because she don't want to hear the truth. But that's not the way the world turns, bitch. You got to be called out on your shit. I've been called out on mine. Everybody's been called out on their shit. So what makes you think that you're immune to it? Because you're the queen of RHOA? Bitch, have a seat. And another thing, I'm glad that Candy called out what I've been saying since season 4. Everybody always want to kiss Nene's ass, and I don't get it. This bitch can sit up there and clown them and talk about them all day, every day, but they still want to be in this bitch's good graces when she don't mean none of them any motherfucking good. I would never understand it. Why do y'all constantly want to be friends with her? She is nobody's friend, and she has really, showed that over the years she is nobody's friend. You know what I'm saying? She was friends with Kim, but because she had a problem with Sheree, she stopped fucking with Kim. She was friends with Marlo, but because she had an issue with Kenya and Marlo was friends with Kenya, she got mad. Or she was okay with Candy, but when she worked on the song with Kim, she got mad. So it's like Candy said, she always want to mark her territory, but she can do whatever the fuck she want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what kills me. When her and Kenya got into it, like on the first episode of the last season's, the season premiere last season, when they was all at Cynthia's all-white party, and Kenya said what she said about Walter coming to her wedding, and Nene was like, no bitch would tell me who I can and cannot talk to. Shouldn't that same thought process apply to your situation with Marlo? Because you told Kenya that no bitch would tell you who you can and cannot talk to, but yet when it came down to Marlo, when she decided to talk to Kenya, or when Lexus decided to be friends with Marlo, you dropped them because they were friends with the bitch that you didn't like, and you're trying to tell them who they can and cannot talk to. See, Lenithia Leaks can do what the fuck she want to do, but not everybody else can do what the fuck they want to do, and that's the problem. She thinks that she can do whatever it is she wants to do, and these girls on this show makes her believe that she can do whatever the fuck she want to do, and that the rest of these girls don't mean shit. And that's how she wants it. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do, but can't nobody else do what they want to do. She can talk to whomever she want to talk to, but can't nobody do the same. That's fuck shit, and I don't like that. That's selfish. And then she goes to talk to Greg and say that she felt attacked. She always plays the victim. She got this big mouth. She always be trying to read people, but when the heat is on her, she can't take it. She runs away from confrontation when the heat is on her. And that's not no real bad bitch to me. Like, you call yourself the queen, act like a queen. Sit on your throne like a motherfucking queen and deal with the consequences, because anybody can get caught out on their shit. I can, you can. So I don't know what makes you think you're so different because you're a rich bitch. Rich bitches get caught out on their shit every day. This video is an example of that. Have a seat. So, Candy, Todd, Cynthia, and Peter went out to play pool, and they discussed the therapy session. And my thing about it is, Cynthia wanted to know about the situation with Candy and Phaedra, and Candy still feels a type of way because of the fact that Phaedra has been talking about her to everybody else but her, and she doesn't really know where she stands with Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? Like, Phaedra got an issue that Candy don't even know about. And I can't stand being in situations where everybody knows that somebody got an issue with me but me. If you got an issue with me, then let me know that. Because I don't need to hear that from nobody else. Because if I hear that from somebody else, then that's going to make me feel some type of way about you, because you're deciding to talk about me to everybody that want to listen. That's not the way to go about a situation, is dealing with your friend. So all I'm saying is, Phaedra, you really do need to talk to Candy, or just Candy just needs to talk to Phaedra, because at the end of the day, it's some bullshit. Now, this whole meeting with Phaedra and TD Jake's daughter was really annoying me, because I get it. She thought that Apollo was a changed man, but I don't been gonna believe that she thought that, though. She knew what he was when she got with him, and now that he's been caught up and he's going back to jail again, and now that she's embarrassed and her lovely Southern Belle crown has been snatched off her damn head, she want to be embarrassed and put all the blame on Apollo. And I just don't think that that's fair. She using him as a damn scapegoat to make herself feel better, and that's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? You using him as a scapegoat to make yourself feel better about the decisions that you made. You knew what the fuck you was getting yourself into when you decided to have a kid by him. And that's just that. And you tried to please everybody else and lie about your marriage and lie about how long you were married because you didn't want nobody to know that you got pregnant before you got married. Who ain't got pregnant before they got married? I mean, I understand you don't want to be like everybody else, but who hasn't got pregnant before they married? Hell, I'm a motherfucking bastard if you ask me. I was born out of wedlock. My mama was in college when she had me. So at the end of the day, shut the fuck up, Phaedra. And that's the problem. You try to present yourself out to be such this perfect woman when you know that you ain't. So if anybody has any fault in that, it's your fault for trying to present yourself that way. Be who you are. Stop trying to pretend for everybody else. Just because your mother is a preacher don't mean that you can't be flawed. You are flawed, and you keep showing it every fucking time you open your mouth that you flawed. So then Claudia talked to Dr. Jeff, and he suggests that they go out on a trip together. So then that's when Candy, Cynthia, and Kenyon get together, and they go over to Candy's store, and they basically present the idea that Portia and Claudia came up with for the girls to go to the Philippines. Candy is open to the situation, and they're gonna go to the Philippines. So then we get to the very last scene where Phaedra says that she wants a divorce and she doesn't want to deal with Apollo anymore, and this and that and third. All I'm saying is, Phaedra, if this is a decision that you genuinely made on your own instead of dealing with it with your feelings being involved, then I will understand it. But if you're just doing this out of spite because you can't take the scrutiny that you are receiving at this point, then I'm not trying to hear this shit. But that's all I got to say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Make sure y'all follow me at all my social media networks. It's Mr. Still Standing Without the G on Twitter. It's Team Scotty on Facebook. And it's Scotty_by_nature on Instagram. And guess what, y'all? I'm like 19 subscribers away from 10,000. And this video that I did for my 10,000 subscriber, whatever, Adrian edited the video. And he sent it to me last night. And when I say that I love this video, I can't wait for you guys to see it. I was damn in tears when I saw that video. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But with that being said, I'm out of here, you guys. The next time y'all see me will probably be for my Keisha Cole all-in review, or I might, because I want to do my testimony video this week too, but we'll see about that. But you'll probably see me on my testimony video, on my Keisha Cole all-in. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Time for me to get ready for work, and I'm out. Peace.